Back in the house with a 9-4.
You did good, sir.
I feel like Princess Peach, rose gold on my Mercedes. Rose gold on my bitch, looking like her name Mercedes. I need to hold who down, my new eyes, what up, ladies? Switched out the friendly smile, but the face that reads, fuck you, pay me. I got rabies, I just overdose off coke, and if I knew, they hope I die.
I hope you guys can hear me. I don't know why the fuck my music was playing. Hold on. Okay. What's up, guys? I don't like how the camera's at. Let me fix it. There we go. Alright. What's up? We're back. I know it's been a fucking minute since I've done one of these. Obviously, I did the 1 year anniversary vlog, but even then, like, it was pretty ass. I will admit, it was pretty ass. I was pretty lazy with that shit. Let's just say, I don't want to say I got bored. I don't want to say I lost motivation or whatever. It's just, I don't know. Like, after a while, like, the vlogs were kind of taxing, and I was kind of doing a little bit more stuff with Lucha City and whatnot, and I kind of just stopped recording vlogs to begin with. So I apologize for that, but don't worry, we're coming back to it. The funny thing is, though, is that I wanted the Lucha City vlog to be my returning vlog, but instead, the weekend where originally I had nothing planned, we have something planned. So if you guys don't know, Lucha City, TNA is actually here this weekend, at least the weekend I'm recording. Today is actually the pay-per-view called TNA Sacrifice. Tomorrow it's a TV taping. And it's honestly really cool and random as fuck that the fact that they wanted to do a pay-per-view here, especially because, at least not unknown to my knowledge, TNA hasn't been here in a minute, if they've even ever been here. But I ain't gonna complain, especially because one of the main events is Jeff Hardy versus Moose in a fucking ladder match, my guy. Crazy, fucking crazy. But before that, though, I have to give myself a little bit of a backstory to, or not me, but you guys a backstory. So everybody has their favorites growing up, and mine were three favorites. It was Shawn Michaels, Jeff Hardy, and Edge. And Jeff Hardy is here. So, sorry, fucking stupid son. But not growing up, but during COVID, that's when I started watching wrestling a lot more. And I started finding wrestling like more than just WWE. I would go look at AEW, go look at New Japan, go look at all this other stuff. A lot of thanks to Ethan and to Thrash, who kind of like showed me the avenues of different wrestling. But Jeff Hardy was always one of my favorites. And I used to actually make TikToks about wrestling. They were fucking cringe and shit. But, I mean, it's alright. We all have our cringe phases. They were super cringe. And at the end of the day, though, I mean, look where I'm at now. I'm about to meet Jeff Hardy. I actually have all those videos deleted, though, because I realized how cringe they were. So I deleted those shits. And if you actually look at my TikTok, there's a reason why I have 2,000 followers and wrestling fans, and it's because of that. But, oh shit, my bad. Oh, fuck. There you go. That's how rusty I am, and I fucking have a piece of my hair stuck to it. That's how rusty I am from doing vlogs. But anyways, before that, though, I have to give credit to where credit is due. I have to shout out my boy Ethan. Ethan is actually the one that bought today's tickets. I wasn't originally going to plan because I did Monster Jam a couple weeks ago, which was fun, by the way. Shout out to Mutant Zoomies again for helping me out with Monster Jam. But I got to do Monster Jam again. And Monster Jam does take a little bit of a big dump out of my wallet. So I kind of figured that, I want to start saving up money again so that way I'm not fucking broke. And I just kind of like figured, I was like, no, well, unfortunately, TNA is no go. That's when his Theo, YNC Fame, he makes music. I'll put. Sorry, that's actually my directions to go pick up Ethan. But I'll put his Instagram right there. Shout out YNC Fame. He actually is the one that bought us tickets for tomorrow's show, but Ethan bought us tickets for today's show. So I'm hyped. I'm excited. I can't wait. Thank you, Ethan. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you, YNC Fame. I love you, and I appreciate you too. And yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a show. I'm actually gonna show y'all a painting that I made during COVID, during those TikToks. And if I can find it, I'll put one of those TikToks towards the end of the video. And you'll only get to watch it if you get to that point and you deserve it to watch it. But I will put my cringy ass TikToks if I can find it. If not, well, sorry, you're cooked. But I will show you this painting that I actually made in 2020 of the Hardy Boys. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm on my way to go pick up Ethan right now at his job. That's the only thing that sucks is that he gets out at 6 and the show starts at 6. But apparently there's a pre-show, so we might be okay. But yeah, let me go pick up the boy Ethan. And we'll head straight to the Coliseum and we'll fucking have ourselves a hell of a night.
Stay.
Gotta love El Paso. There's a fucking fight while these two are talking. Where are they? Bro, this guy, I can never escape this motherfucker. Fuck, bro. First Lucha City and now here, bro. I can never escape this fucking guy. Bro. Bro, what the fuck is going on? That ref.
Alright, so we couldn't. I'm fucking gonna be driving, but we couldn't do our little clip before that I had planned because I didn't show up late. I showed like 3 minutes late, but I couldn't pick them up. I wanted to get a little clip of you like at your job and shit. But That was insane.
It was insane, guys.
What'd you think?
Oh my god, guys! I love it, guys. I was sitting right there in the front row. Oh my goodness, that is funny.
Yeah. Well, I recorded a clip where you're like chilling in the front row. But yeah, he got the ringside seats. And of course, he got me my ticket. I appreciate you, folks. Fuck speed bumps and speed bumps. But I actually made some friends though. I couldn't figure out my lights, guys. Sorry, so you're not gonna be able to see me. But from where I was sitting, I don't know why. So I went to AW. When did they come? 23?
Yeah.
23?
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I think it's because like I went with Thrash and someone that shall not be.
Yeah.
And we sat in the farthest fucking corner there was, and it seemed like we were so far. But from where I was sitting, actually, like I don't know, I felt like I could see everything.
Yeah.
But when fucking Jeff Hardy came out, everybody stood up. I'm like, bro. And I was probably like, so it's like the concourse and then the floor. I was probably like 3 rows up. That motherfucker did not have to stand up. I was like, you motherfucker. So I had to move. But nah, that shit was fucking good. How was the front row experience?
Man, guys, that was honestly so insane. I've sat floor at a couple big events before, but I've never sat, front row. That's something else, guys. If you guys ever have the chance to sit front row at a big wrestling event, I would say take it because that's like you get a lot more personal, but up close and personal. I was able to talk to Wesley there. That was funny. Elias threw my popcorn and all that. You just get more interactions and stuff. It was just cool, and I loved the show. Of course, the show was brilliant. Everything from start to finish.
Yeah.
The crowd was hot.
The crowd was fucking hot. I was telling you, so I met like a couple from Hobbs, New Mexico. I was trying to shop Delgado Promotions to them, but unfortunately they're not even from here, so I was like, why bother? But we did end up, they kept me company because they asked me like, why am I alone? And I was like, oh, my best friend bought me my ticket, whatever. I explained to him, and he was like, oh, that's cool that your best friend bought you a ticket. And he was like, nah, you can talk to us. But we were talking about it, and we were like, they were saying like how fucking loud it was, and I'm like, bro, it was loud like this when AEW came a couple years ago. Hopefully, because of that, more fucking WWE hasn't came since 2021. Like at least not to El Paso. They came to Las Cruces 2022.
Yeah.
And actually, fun fact about that one: it's the only time I've ever had floor seats because my mom got it for me for my graduation gift. Bro, I was like mid-depressed. You know what?
Yeah.
I was like fuck going through a breakup around that time, but I was enjoying it. And I remember I was sick, and I had like a fucking stubborn ass cough that I could not get rid of. And the whole time, I didn't want the COVID was still like not around, but it was already like starting to die down, and I didn't want people to worry. So the whole time I was like fucking just trying not to cough. But back to the show. When Jeff Hardy came out, I cried.
Everybody was on their feet for Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, right now, I was gonna say that I have the painting in my trunk right now.
Yeah.
Shit, I might just get him to sign it tomorrow. If we do it in the meeting.
That'd be cool, yeah.
But well, you're a witness of my TikToks, huh? My TikToks, my cringy ass TikToks. If I find them, I don't think I'll find them, but man. And then when Joe Hendry came out,
oh man, guys, that guy too. Everybody was on their feet for him too.
what was your favorite match?
We talked about this on the way. I think honestly that Wesley and his I forgot their name. I don't want to name Tyreek. His lackeys versus the Rascals.
Bro, the big ass fools with Wesley versus the Rascals and Ace Austin.
That was honestly insane. That was actually the first because we got there obviously didn't get there. We got there like 5 minutes late. We were 10 minutes late when the show started.
Yeah.
We missed the Tessa Blanchard match.
We missed the Sami Callihan match.
Yeah, actually we missed that one too. But we got there in time for one of my favorite superstars in the wrestling world, Wesley. That was insane. They put on quite a show. Those guys have been doing it for a long time, and the show's there. Yeah,
and he mentioned Wesley, and I've always loved the Rascals. I've always loved Trey Miguel. Obviously Wesley, even though he's not with the Rascals anymore, and Zachary Wentz as well. If you guys don't know, Cosmo actually got his Voyager 1 cutter from Zachary Wentz. Of course, Zachary Wentz does it from the top, but Cosmo does it from the middle. But seeing them live was dope. And then, y'all, obviously, okay, so I was a cop right there, and we're like in the middle of fucking doing a vlog clip. But obviously, like, I haven't done vlogs in a minute, and hopefully you guys noticed that I did get a little bit skinny. Okay. But when the new year started, I kind of just told myself, like, fuck it, we're gonna start going crazy in the gym. And I've had some progress. But when I saw Ace Austin, I felt like a bitch, bro. That motherfucker is huge. He's huge, and his fucking legs are huge. And now I'm like, fuck yeah, I need to work harder in the gym. Yeah. But seeing them live was fucking sick. And that one was one of my favorite matches. But Mustafa versus fucking Santana was insane. That match was honestly really fucking fun.
Yeah.
And Santana, when he came on the lowrider,
oh, man.
the pop that he got, I was like, damn. I always like, it seems like with, of course, the indie shows like with Lucha City, like we have our select crowd, and every now and then we'll get new faces. But seeing everybody there and seeing how loud it gets, it reminded me that El Paso is a fucking wrestling town.
Yeah.
That's why y'all promotions need to come here more often, bro.
Yeah,
because
bro.
fuck.
What's going on there?
Man, I had so much fun, and then our day's not over. You work tomorrow,
I
right?
do work tomorrow. But
What time are you going?
I'm going at 10, but I get out at 3.
That's easy. I work 8 to 4.
8 to 4.
But I bet you anything, it's probably gonna end up being fucking dead, and I'll probably end up getting left off early. I hope not. I still want to make my hours, but
No, yeah.
now that we parked, we can fucking do this. But I had so much fun.
Me too.
Fucking, of course, Nick Nemeth fucking turned heel,
Yeah,
and it was funny because I wanted to go meet up like the little entranceway where the fucking the floor sides were, so the floor seats were, so I don't lose Ethan. We also saw Savannah. Shout out Savannah. But as I was waiting there, I just hear and I was like, what the fuck? And I look like go back up to the stairs and I see bro fucking attacking Matt, and I was like, what the fuck happened? But man, it was just insane.
As well.
What else happened? Leon Slater's fucking Swanson
Oh
450
man, that
off
was
the cage.
insane, bro.
And it's crazy because like with AW's cage or with WWE's cage, obviously like they're meant to do shit on top. They have like the extra like they're like double like enforced, right?
Yeah, like
This is
little
a
walkway.
fucking like the cage that you have in front of your
Yeah,
grandma's
straight up
house type
fence,
shit,
you know?
bro. Yeah, and he still did it off the top. I was
Yeah.
like,
That was
fuck.
impressive. That was impressive.
Yeah, today was fucking fun. And then what
Don't
else?
forget
happened?
the ladder match
The
with Jeff
ladder
Hardy,
match.
man.
The
The swanton off the
yeah.
ladder.
And our boy Nate was right there to see it
Yeah.
all. Who else did I see? Quick shout out. I saw D-Rex. I saw Chino. I saw Chino and his girlfriend. I saw John. Esteban. What else did we see? Savannah, obviously. We saw
Savannah.
Albert, the El Paso
Albert.
legend, Albert.
Rich was there.
Rich.
you know.
Rich was there, but I didn't catch Rich. Did you catch Rich?
I saw him from my seat. You know, I was able to see him actually.
I think he was in the same side as me, so I wasn't gonna be able to see him. And then I saw Cosmo, fulfilling some little bit of opportunities. Another friend that we can't disclose.
Yeah.
But and then after we got to meet Nick Nemeth himself,
that
bro.
was sick. That was sick.
I remember the first thing I told him was, bro, when you had that whole AJ Lee storyline, I fucking hated you, but you're one of my favorites now. I respect you as a wrestler. And then we also got like what are those fucking things called? I forgot what they're called.
The little autograph.
The 8x10s, there you go.
8x10s, you know.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
asked like, which one would you want to get? And I'm like, I'm gonna get the one where it shows your abs so I can have it for motivation. And he goes, well, apparently you hated me, so I guess you could throw darts at it. But man, I don't know, it was surreal. And honestly, I have more fun now than I did at AEW a couple years
Fuck
ago.
AEW, guys.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of AEW anymore either. But back then, like that AEW show was fun though.
It
That
was
show
fun.
fun.
Great. It was great.
But that's when AEW was at its peak.
Yeah, I agree.
And lately, well, I mean, what was the fucking pay-per-view that happened? Double or Nothing?
Revolution.
Revolution?
Yeah.
It seemed like everything was going crazy, but I didn't watch it because
Yeah.
some days I rest because of my graveyards, and hopefully with this new job, I don't have to work graveyards anymore.
Yeah.
But I had fun, and to think the fun hasn't stopped yet because we still
Yeah,
have a fucking
tomorrow.
TV taping, and we're all of us, his Theo included. We're still looking for a fourth member.
Yeah, we're for fourth member, we're like the NWO guys.
And yeah, I'm excited.
Me too, bro.
I have to use the restroom now. Oh my god, I had to use the restroom when I got there, bro. I was fucking dying. Who else? We saw Crystal Poppin.
Crystal Poppin was
Of course,
there.
El Paso singer or rapper from here.
Yeah.
We saw Tessa Blanchard. Well, it's because like the Coliseum's so tiny. All the meet and greets were like right in the hall. So
Yeah, it's very tiny.
when we were meeting Ziggler, we saw Moose, we saw Ali, we saw Tessa,
Saw Wesley leaving.
we saw Wesley leaving. Yeah,
That was cool.
and then we saw who else did we see? Fucking Laredo Kid. Obviously, us being Lucha fans and obviously being in a Lucha town, it's
Yeah.
fun as fuck for us to see. Bro, the fucking fight that was happening. I was
Yeah,
right
there's
in
a
that
fight,
fucking
guys.
section.
Yep, there's a fight.
It can never be a fucking show without a fucking fight happening here, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, I remember like honestly like during AJ Francis's and Casey Navarro's fucking like little segment.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, like fucking making a ruckus in my section. I'm thinking like, shit, somebody better come out. And I look and I see fucking security guards going up, and I was like, and I told the couple that I knew from Hobbs like saying like, oh, El Paso's being El Paso again,
Yeah.
and I see all the security guards. I guess they were on the floor running up there, and then all of a sudden I see what the fucking drunk guy fighting with the cops. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? But
Yeah.
El Paso gonna be El Paso.
El Paso, yeah.
But still got one more day,
One more.
and I'm hyped.
Me
But
too, guys.
we'll catch y'all there. I'll probably just give y'all the update tomorrow when I'm leaving to work.
Yeah.
Tired as fuck, but going at 8. I never work Saturday mornings. That should show you why I want to fucking leave. But I never work Saturday mornings, so I'm a little kind of nervous because Saturday mornings are packed apparently. So we're gonna have to wait and see how that goes. But other than that, we'll catch you guys there. What's up, guys? I know I look very blue right now, and again, my lights are just not wanting to change color. And I'm in the middle of driving, so I'm not gonna fucking be worrying about that right now. But I started to realize obviously we just finished TNA Day 2. I just dropped off Ethan. But I did just realize how long this vlog is going to end up becoming, so I'm going to split it into 2. So I guess this is my outro. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, every single one of y'all. Excuse me, I had a burp. The Whataburger was a little bit too good. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, every single one of y'all that took the time to watch this. If you guys were at TNA, I hope you had some fun. If you guys weren't, it's unfortunate that you guys can't go, but who knows? I hope they come back, because we were loud as fuck. And every wrestling show that comes here, WWE, AEW that one year, and then TNA this year, like, they've been loud as fuck. So hopefully these freaking promotions see these crowds and see the fact that we are a wrestling town, and they will want to come back, but who knows. Other than that, though, I am going to end it here. So my name is XAX from XAX Sports Network.